Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I did 2 videos. The last 2 videos I just did, I noticed that in both videos, 4 of Cups, I gave the right description, the right name initially, and then when I went to say something else about it, I called it the 4 of Wands. There is the 8 of Swords in another video. I said the name initially correctly because I was going through. I gave the right description in the video, so everything is correct as it stands. But when I went to mention it, I called it the 8 of Wands. So in my sleep state, like all this is happening in my sleep state because I realized it, and then in my sleep state, now it's replaying. I have learned that in my life and in tarot, nothing is a coincidence. Things happen for a reason. So, and this is how, like, certain things happen with me, or how I pick up on people, or because I pay attention. That's one thing that God says. Pay attention, because everything means something. They're trying to tell you something along the way, but a lot of people miss it because they're not paying attention. So in my sleep state, I don't know why I just went to bed dreaming about it. Like, why did that happen? I mean, I know it can happen, but why did that happen 2 times back to back to back in videos? And I try to watch my videos, you know, as I'm doing it, but that's the first time I noticed, but it happened back to back. You gave the right description of the card. You even said it right the first time, but when you went to mention it, you gave a different name. So somewhere in my sleep state is happening. That's rewinding, that's replaying. And then all of a sudden it hit me. Somebody wants to change your last name. Somebody wants to change your name because the beginning of it is the same. So 8 of, you know, but somebody wants to change your name. That's what's happening. Somebody got their eye on you. Somebody's paying attention. Somebody's paying very close attention. And you probably don't even know this person. So this is probably for singles. I'm single, so clearly, and it's happening. So definitely for singles. There's another thing where there's people around you, and this has happened to me several times, so I can give you a description of it. So people coming around you. Somebody doesn't like when people come around you because there is a person, an entity, I don't know what it is, a spirit, something is blocking people from trying to come into your space, from trying to come into your energy. And every time somebody does, it does something to the entity, does something to the people. The entity does something to the people, or whatever spell this is does something to the people. Don't ask me how they did it. I don't know. All I know is that it's happening, and it has happened to me several times because there's people that are definitely afraid of me, okay? And I understand why, and they should be afraid of me. Only because, okay, so one time, if you know me and you've been watching my tarot channel, I've been talking about how I'm in covenant with God. So no smoking, no drinking, no sucking, no fucking. So single, celibate, and sober, okay? I've been that for over a year now. So the guy next door came to help me with something. So as I'm talking to him, I'm telling him, you know, what happened in my life, and, you know, that I'm not drinking, I'm not this, that, and the third. So he found this thing for me called botanical alchemy, which looks amazing. I haven't tried it, so he brought it over here. Okay. Something happened because literally when he gave it to me, he asked me if I was going to try it. I said no. I can't, because if it alters me in any way, I can't touch it. I don't even really take medication. So literally I had a headache and I didn't take Tylenol, okay? Until everything got horribly bad, and, you know, so I'm trying to make sure I stay in as much, and Tylenol's not bad, but either way, the way I work is that if I'm giving it, I'm giving everything, okay? Adding extra power, extra sauce on that thing. So either way, after he gave it to me, I never drank it. I put it in the refrigerator. This man got sick behind that. And I don't know if it's the fact that he got sick behind that, you know, because to me, like, it's like a little bit weird now, you know. I just noticed that it was almost like he was definitely trying to stay away from me, okay? I don't know what happened. Either way, now, there was a friend that I wasn't dealing with, but she ended up calling me, and I did a video on it because, you know, I was glad that we connected. But anyway, when I glitched in the system, I cut everybody off because I didn't know who did what, and I wasn't taking a chance. Anyway, so what happened was I ended up calling her, and we ended up communicating and talking about, you know, the whole situation. So me and her have been back, you know, communicating and doing all the, you know, well, actually, every time I try to go near her, or every time she tries to come near me, something happens. That's the other thing. So that's also a thing. They've been blocking. So I've been telling her I feel like God is about to set me free soon. So whatever that block is about to be lifted and set free, because we made like lunch plans, dinner plans. They keep falling through. Something keeps happening. Something gets in the middle. But anyway, so she's telling me, she said, I don't know what's happening, but she had a dream about me. And in the dream, it was saying I was at a club or something somewhere, and she was supposed to be coming to meet me. So she said when she got there, she was calling me, looking for me, and I'm telling her where I am, and you know, and she can hear the music and everything. And she said we were at the same club, but she said it was like we can go to the same place, but we don't have the same access. So I had a different level of access than she did. So that was one dream. Another dream was somebody started harassing her in her sleep. And she said the next day, she said, tell your people to leave me alone. So it was funny to us because she understands, she, you know, has dealt with this before. So it's not like she doesn't understand. She's a little supernatural too, so, you know, she gets it. But either way, they were trying to scare her away from talking to me. That's the thing. The spirits, the entity, the people. I don't know who the hell it is. Either way, this has been a thing. It's been a block. So that was a thing. So there was a guy that actually came around me recently, and we're just friends. So ain't no, like, you know, but he just literally admitted to me the other day, because I started saying something to him about it, because, you know, I mean, I tell people who I am. What I am is not their concern, but who I am and the things that happen around me may concern them, because I realized what was happening. They're doing stuff to people. They're making people sick. They're I don't know what it is, and I don't know who they is. Okay. But either way, when anybody tries to enter into my space, or anybody that really enters into my space that is really trying to harm me or anyway, or trying to do something, they've been making these people sick, okay? So, or giving them nightmares and horrible ass dreams, just some weird ass shit that makes the person be like, hold on. And it's like very vivid to these people because they see me, okay? And I tell people quick, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting here with God. I haven't cast anything on anybody. Like, and I'm great at writing spells. I know it. I also know that the power of life and death is in the tongue, so I don't speak certain things. I try to just mind my business and do what I need to do, because I also know that certain people, certain things, you can't do that to. And because I ain't trying to figure you out and I don't give a fuck, I'm just trying to get my own life in order and on track and where it needs to be. And I'm waiting on my specific orders and person and everything else. That's all I know, okay? I asked God to do it. I didn't tell God that I wanted a specific person, place, or thing. I didn't ask that. I said, God, you do it, because when you do it, I know it's going to be perfect, okay? So I didn't ask for nobody. I did not. But these energies are coming near me. They're coming near me. So the person the other day, I ended up starting to say something to him because I was telling him how thankful I was that he came out 2 o'clock in the morning, fixed my airbag for me. And, you know, God continues to keep putting people in place to help me. Everywhere I go, every load I do, God puts somebody there to help me. It's been a thing, like a huge ass thing. And it's very blatant, like very blatant type shit that, you know, God did that. He's been lining it up. So I said something to the guy, and I started to tell him, I said, I'm thankful that you came to help me. I said, normally by now, you know, it's a thing with people, you know, being afraid of me. And I started to tell him why. So this man proceeds out of his lips to say, well, I'm not even going to lie to you. It's already then happened. He said, but then good stuff started happening to him. So, you know, he couldn't, you know, that made him, he said he likes me. He wants, but the thing is, this person can't like me like that because this person is connected. So, and I'm not giving nobody no, it's a no. So, and that's the thing. I didn't wait this long to mess it up to be connected to anybody that, and so I said that to him. I'm very honest with people and, you know, their situation or, you know, or my situation. So he says that one night he went to sleep. Okay, so what happened was when he came again to do something with my tire. So I ended up seeing him again after that. My tire had came off the beam and he was trying to put it back on for me. He didn't get a chance to do it. So what happened was there was, what he was doing, it created a big ass explosion that night. An explosion, and it rocked my head. I said it in the video, so I didn't tell y'all the exact thing, but either way, there was an explosion. It rocked my head and my hearing. I couldn't hear for a minute. So, and I was far away from it, but I felt the air from the motherfucker, like it was big, okay? And so then there was a fire, and you got people just, it was weird because there was people just being, it was all under control, don't get it fucked up. But the way it happened, it sounded like gunshots, it was loud, and it created a little bit of chaos. Mind you, this person standing there like, that never happened, and, you know, either way. So I ended up, we started talking about that. So that's what happened in the process. So he asked me for something, I gave him a knife. He asked me, do you got a knife? Here's the knife. He said, damn, you don't play. Anybody that knows me knows I love knives. Like, I got a thing for knives. Like, I like the knife store. I have different types of knives and swords and stuff like that. I'm heavily attracted to that type of stuff. I have knives that don't look like knives. And I just like stuff like that. So I gave him this knife. This was a butcher knife that I keep in the truck with me because, you know, I sleep places. And although I do tie my seat belts around my door sometimes, you never know what's going to happen, okay, out in them streets. And so stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Either way, I gave him this knife. And he said, first I gave him something different because I, you know, and since it was dark, he couldn't tell how to use it. That wasn't working. So I said, you want me to give you a knife? I got another knife. And so when I went to give him the other knife, he said, oh, you don't play. But then he said something else. I didn't hear what he said. But anyway, so when I started telling him about that, he said about the, you know, the entity, the spirit, the whatever it is that's around me, that's blocking people heavily and, you know, keeping me in a bubble. He said, yeah, they already did that to me. He said, because I had a bad dream about you one night. And he said, it was about that knife that you gave me. He said, I saw that knife and then you gave it to me tonight. Yo, I was cracking up. I'm sorry. I laugh at weird things, you know. So he said, but that wasn't that. He said he wasn't afraid because then right behind that, he was dealing with something else. And he said, I healed it. And it was funny because I said, you do realize I'm a healer, right? So, and I don't have to be anywhere near you to, you know, heal anything about you. All I have to do is enter into your energy. And since we have engaged with each other a couple times, you know, talking and everything else, I'm probably now in his energy. So the thing that happened to him, he said he liked. So that's one of the things that makes him like me. He said, because there's stuff happening to him that wasn't happening before. Okay, so, you know, either way, but I've noticed there's been a thing where, and he's not the only one, she's not the only one, that person's not the only one. There's been another time when somebody said, I mentioned something about somebody, and they said, this person won't even mention your name. They're definitely afraid of you. Okay. Meanwhile, back at band camp, I've never done anything to anybody at all, period. I'm the nicest person you ever want to meet. But because there's been a bunch of bullshit around and people doing stuff and people running off at the mouth and speaking things they shouldn't say, even in the Bible, it tells you not to gossip because of the fact that God don't like gossip. The power of life and death is in the tongue. You don't realize you could be speaking something over somebody that could potentially affect them. Some people don't know their power. And because they haven't tapped in fully to even who they are themselves, so they don't realize when they're speaking stuff, it's actually happening. People think that manifestation is like, oh, you know, I got to put my my intentions, you know, in a certain direction. Some people don't even have to do that. Some people just say it and it works. Okay, that's just the way it is. And if you don't realize that, then, and I realized that I've been doing it since I was a child. Like, I could speak stuff and it would happen. When I became a teenager, that was part of the reason why I got smacked in the face by God. Okay. And once you've been smacked in the face by God, you never want to have that issue again. And it wasn't a literal like smack. It felt like he turned his back on me because I was doing stuff that I knew I should not have done. And if that has ever happened to you, you don't ever want it to happen again. So that's the reason why I don't do a lot of shit that y'all people be out here doing. I watch my mouth when I'm talking to people, and I make sure I'm not just out here, you know, being all stupid like a lot of people be being, because y'all act like y'all don't understand how shit works. And a lot of y'all don't. So I guess that could be a thing. So I guess, you know, you live and you learn, or you don't, and then you die and you gotta come back here again and learn something else. I don't plan on coming back to this godforsaken place ever again, okay? I don't. I've said it several times. This is my last lifetime here. I've learned everything that I need to learn that pertain to my life cycles and everything else. And now I'm just waiting on one last thing. And once I'm done with that, yeah, y'all people can have at this earth. Although I plan on being around for a very, 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 very long time. So don't get it fucked up. So I'm going to be watching y'all do a lot of dumb shit, you know, for as long as God allows me, because you go when he tell you to go. But if I got it my way and he's listening, yeah. And on top of that, I keep saying I want to meet Cain. You know, Cain and Abel from the Bible, I want to meet Cain. So, Cain, wherever you are, I'm manifesting you, definitely. My friend keeps telling me not to do that, but why not? I mean, he probably knows everything, and I just want to know some stuff. So I know also you're supposed to be shunned and everything else. I definitely know that. But I know you're supposed to be shunned, but yeah, I also know you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. So, I mean, I'm going to do what God says, but I keep asking God, you know, God, where's Cain at? I want to talk to Cain. Because if Cain was destined to roam the earth for forever, then that means Cain's around here and he's seen a lot. And, you know, Cain also could be up for redemption. So he might have learned his lesson in life, you know. We never know. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it in the comment section, okay? Either way. That was the vibe, and I done talked y'all to death, so I'm assuming that this is all the cards that want to come out, because I done shuffled these cards like 9,000 times, as y'all have seen, and that card was the one that wanted to come out, but it didn't fall all the way, but apparently it needs to be here, okay? So maybe that's the reason why it was waiting on that one, because it tried, as y'all see when I dropped the cards, but because it wasn't right, all I did was put them back. Okay. So we have the Six of Cups, the High Priestess, the Hermit, 10 of Swords. Alrighty? Just so I can get that out. And we have death in reverse up here. So resistant to change, fearing change, holding on, stagnation, decay, personal transformation. So I guess that's the energy that is there with this card right here with the Ten of Swords. So somebody don't want to move on past something. Somebody is harboring some bullshit in their heart, which is not growth, and somebody is totally not healed from a situation. In order to get rid of stagnant energy, you got to move. So you got to get up from where you are, open some windows, clean up and stuff around you, get outside the house, get outside the environment that you're in. That's how you get rid of stagnant energy if you don't know. Somebody's fearing change, and I don't know why. For the life of me, it's almost like somebody's gonna feel bad for somebody else being happy, which is weird because that's some different shit. Holding on, somebody trying to hold on to you when God, universe, and you are basically not even dealing, and it's a no. Decay, something rotten, and dying. So the situation is dying anyway. And as you know, once something decays, like say if you tie a rope around a body, okay? If you tie a rope around a body when it's fresh, you're not gonna be able to pull that rope through that body. But as it decays and shit starts breaking off and falling apart, that rope, you might be able to just snatch right through that body and it pulls loose. So something decaying. Don't ask me why the fuck I just gave it to y'all like that, but that was what was popped in my mind, or that was what popped in my mind. So take it as it is, because that was what it was. Okay? Sounds weird and also sounds fucking disgusting, but that's what it is. So you can pull that rope now through that body and it'll come straight to you. But literally, you know, they say bodies are heavy. So dead bodies are heavy. So you probably couldn't pull. You probably could pull it a little bit, but it would be hard. But once the body starts decaying, you probably could pull that rope right through the body and shit would fall apart. And then personal transformation. So it started off as a big old person, and then now it is something different. So I don't know why I'm getting something dead ass situation, a dead ass person, a dead end, a dead ass whatever it is. Once it's dead, there is no going through it. Okay, it's a wrap. So whoever needs to hear that. So that's associated with this Ten of Swords energy. Painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss. Did I say Ten of Swords? Okay, Ten of Swords. Hopefully I did. Gemini energy, air sign. Painful ending, deep wound, a betrayal, loss, crisis, a failure, a collapse in a situation, and a defeat. Okay? And also, everything is important. So if you notice, I read the end card first. So an ending for a new beginning. Everything's important. If you haven't learned by now, everything, the universe is trying to teach you and talk to you in everything. You could just potentially not be paying attention because sometimes people are moving way too fast in order for them to see the signs or to understand it or to even hear. And that's another reason why I don't really like talking to people or being around people, because it takes away from you hearing or seeing, because you're dealing with them and not really paying attention to what God in the universe is talking to you and is saying. And at this point, because I'm in covenant with God, I got to hear, pay attention, listen. And hearing and listening is two different things. So just in case y'all don't know that as well, I got to pay attention to what it's saying, because I could miss something and then that could take me off track. And so because I like to stay on path and on task and on my pathway, on my journey, I need to pay attention. So that way when they tell me, oh, take this exit here, then, okay. So another thing that I did, and it's not y'all business, but I'm going to just tell y'all anyway, only because it's probably relevant. So this morning, after I got the, message with your sleep state of changing your name, I got up and I went on Instagram, and I don't know if it was last night or this morning, either way, but our friend requested that person back again that I was talking about in the other video. And he has a song that's there, so I listened to the song. And anyway, the person's name is Fetty Patron. So go look at his music, go subscribe to his pages. He's a very good artist, a rapper. I don't know how old this person is. I don't even know where they are located. I think he's in Michigan, so I'm gonna just say that. But he's on Spotify, Apple Music, like any platform. So if you look up his name, it should come up. But anyway, he has a song that popped up this morning. I don't know what it is. But it was, I don't know the name of it, but either way, I was listening to it, and he on there talking that shit, right? So after I listened to it, I typed in his comments, "Oh, you talking shit. You talking that shit." So then I went to send him a message, because the other day I told y'all that he sent me a message. And like I said, I didn't even know this person was even aware of me at all, period. But apparently he was. So because he asked where I was, and that's when he said I deleted him. But I told y'all the reason why. It wasn't because I just deleted him, because, you know, I told y'all why I deleted him. There was a smell associated with people that I was supposed, I don't know if I was supposed to just pay attention to them, or if it was making me aware of them, but it was a lot of them. And so I was trying to narrow down, like, okay, what I needed to do. And because I didn't know him or where he was from, it was just basically that. It wasn't and I was just trying to figure out why that smell was happening with certain people. It was weird, and it was new. It was like throwing me off. So, and not only that, is because like even with my kids, when my kids post on social media, it's there. So I already have it enough with them, and I can't delete them. Okay, you see what I'm saying? They're my kids. So, you know, excuse me, either way. I mean, I can if they get on my nerves, but they not getting on my nerves, so, you know, I can't delete them. But I started deleting the people so that's how that came about. Anyway, so I went in his inbox and I sent him a message, and I let him know, I sent him the video where I said what I said, and I said, and I'm just letting y'all know because this is funny. I said, if you don't know by now, I'm a little supernatural, and, you know, this is what happened. So I sent the link to the YouTube video. This is partially what happened. So this is the link to the video, gave him the link, and this is my number if you still want to call after that, because he might want to ask me some questions. I don't know, but I sent my number, and I said, I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to apologize to anybody for who I am. I am what I am. I'm not going to explain to anybody what I am. That's something that a person that gets connected with me has to learn for themselves. And I would understand, because what I said is I would understand if you didn't. Because I do, you know, I do make people afraid. There's some people that are afraid of me, and I don't know how it's happening. Actually, all I'm trying to figure out is how to work it, because I don't know why I'm connected to certain people, or why I can pick up on a man, because he's a man, he's grown. I don't know how old he is, but again, he's a man. So I have to be very careful when I'm talking about people, because I also had a thing about age a while back, but I got over that because, you know, my friends and, you know, my kid, my daughter, basically, they all talk to me about, you know, me being older than, I don't look like my age, but again, I had a thing because I've always dated older people that I didn't think to even think about dating a younger person. But I'm past that now, so I didn't wrap my brain around that. But I also have to remember that when I'm talking to them, to be respectful, because they are adults. But I'll be calling them like little, because to me they are young. So like one particular person, I call them little because, you know, I just be saying it and I think it's, you know, actually they said it in one of their rap songs. So I call them little just because they said it themselves, and I think it's cute. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's little such and such. That's not his name. His name is regular, but when I speak to him or when I engage with their, you know, page or anything, that's what I call them, little whatever. it's also partially to be smart because this person got a smart ass fucking mouth. And so it's a couple little things. It's like, it's friendly, but you know. But anyway, the point of it is I got to remember to be, you know, not calling these men little because they are men. And, you know, either way. So that was the thing. I said that to the person, and hopefully he understands that it wasn't about him per se. It was about what was happening. I had to narrow the shit down. And it's funny because in the song that he wrote, the song that he was singing, he says something about a smell being attached to a person. So I don't know if he knows what I know or if that was happening to him too. But either way, I'm very curious to know. So yeah, that happened. Either way, now let's get back to this reading because, you know, I don't even know if it was really a reading or if it was just I need to tell y'all that. So, but it is a reading since we got shit here, but go with God, okay? Y'all take it how it is. If you've been watching my channel, you know I do this sometimes. And if you don't like it, get the fuck off my channel. Don't go in my comments talking about, oh, just suck ass. This is what it is. If you don't like it, you can, there's plenty of tarot readers and they probably gonna tell you the same shit that I just said because I don't know how me and these hoes is connected either. But when they randomly pop up with a smell, I go watching them and it ends up being the same exact shit. Like, how the fuck did we post these videos at the same time, literally, or 30 minutes behind each other or an hour behind each other? There's no way in hell somebody could have watched the video that fast and we still talk about the same thing. Like, shit's weird. So collective consciousness, the age of Aquarius, is totally in effect and doing its thing, okay? So take it how it resonates for you. So we have the Six of Cups, familiarity, happy memories, reminiscing, childhood memories, innocence, joy, nostalgia. Someone likes the fact that you have an innocence about you. And also there's a thing about being very familiar, like a past life love, somebody that they know. So apparently somebody ran across you, maybe your social media, they might have walked past you, but either way, this person kind of feels like they know you. It's giving them a feeling like, okay, this person could have been in my life before. So the Six of Cups is also about reflecting on your past and how it's helping you now. So, and helping you get connected to your inner kid, being sentimental and feeling positive. So all happy thoughts and happy situations, because the Six of Cups is a yes card. So if there was something that you was thinking behind that or you wanted to know, it is a super duper yes, okay? So we have the High Priestess energy also, divine feminine symbolism. A dark pillar and a light pillar represents being between heaven and hell, the best of both worlds. You know something that can help someone, but instead you're not sharing it. And it also represents an action. You could be doing something like not helping a person, knowing something, but you're not helping this person. It's also about hidden talents and gifts, intuition, dream recall, and the ability to heal people or knowing the future before it happens. Something that's being held in your heart or in our subconscious mind. There's things happening behind the scenes, so secrets, and that could be a secret that you know that you could potentially help somebody with, and you saying, I ain't helping this nigga or this bitch. Either way, knowing something that you're not telling somebody. Knowing far more than you didn't, you know, than they know you know. This is also about trusting yourself. Sacred knowledge, being sensitive to your gifts and your talents, having high morals. So we got High Priestess symbolism as I'm talking about it, and then the Empress falls out, divine feminine symbolism, and then the divine feminine, the Empress herself, comes out, okay? So the Empress is about harvest, bloom, abundance, being nurturing. Okay, so hold on, just so because I got to get this out before I forget it. And I got to look this up because literally I just heard it on a video the other day, and it was talking about the gloom, heaven or hell. So you either go, when you die, you go into the gloom or you go into the abyss, is what it was talking about. And I don't know why, but when I heard that, it gave me the statement, doom and gloom. And if that's the case, and those things are connected, then that also, because it's been a thing with me about finding out that things that are, okay, so it's like, blood is thicker than water. People take that as to mean that family should be closer to you than your friends. That's not the true statement. Look it up, because I'm not going to tell you. But either way, what it pertains to is that it's something about the covenant. The covenant is more important. So if you are in covenant with someone, that's more important than anything. So the statement blood is thicker than water don't mean exactly what people think it is. So when they're using it wrong. So doom and gloom would also be being used wrong too, if that's the case. So it's like what I keep saying about ego and arrogance. Ego is your self-esteem. Arrogance is an inflated ego. Like inflated persona of yourself, being haughty and so even though people say, oh, you got to kill your ego, I'm never killing my self-esteem, period. My self-esteem is healthy, wealthy, and fully intact. I'm not going to second guess, because why you spend these years teaching your kids to have a good self-esteem? Because literally when you look up ego, that's what it says. It don't say nothing about all that extra shit. Arrogance says you being overly a type of way. So the words are not being used properly, and that's the thing. And again, I'm gonna say it because pertaining to magic, the power of life and death is in the tongue. And if you're speaking stuff and the words mean something else, you actually just said something that you don't even realize you put out into the universe, and now that words don't go out void. Okay. It's like rap songs. I'm noticing, like, in some of the spiritualist videos, they're channeling rap songs. I don't even listen to them type of the songs, because the vibration of them is low. Like, I'm not listening to a whole bunch of, like, and I like trap music, don't get it fucked up, but it's only certain ones, because you got to listen to what the words are saying. If they're out here talking about, hold on, like, I don't know what the hell this song was, but somebody channeled it the other day. I'm like, okay, I don't even know what that is. So I go look up the song, and the words to it is just nasty. Like, and I mean, like, not nasty, sexually nasty. I mean, nasty as far as, like, your ears. Why are you listening to that? I don't know what type of frequency you are on, but all I had to do was listen to it once, to write it down, put it into my toolbox. And yeah, I don't want to listen to that person, because our energy don't match. And God's people are everywhere. So you should know everything. You should not judge. You should be able to understand everything. But if instantly you realize this person is bringing down, like, that energy, that music is bringing down souls, not uplifting souls, how are you going to channel that and put that over people? But I guess everybody's here to do a job, because some people, you know, my job is just not to, you know, bring people down to the ground. Like, I'm not here to do that. I mean, everybody is going through different cycles, but I'm a healer. So in healing is lifting people up. Even when I'm reading tarot, like, if a message starts to go wrong or to the other side, I'm going to give it to you, but I'm also giving you a way to get out. That's my charge. That's what I'm supposed to do. I can't just lead you down a dark ass road and say, okay, now that's where I'm going to just drop you off at. No. If God tells me to lead you down a dark ass road, because that's what the cards say, it's a dark ass road, God is also going to give me the silver lining as to why are you doing that? Why is that person having to go through that? Because this is the cycle. Literally yesterday, I think it was Aries video. Aries video was a total level up, a completion, and then it said new levels, new devils. But I'm about to tell you what's about to happen to you. Somebody's going to try to get you addicted to sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever the fuck it may be. Could be even to a person. Somebody get ready to try to string your ass out. Somebody get ready to try to do this. Somebody get ready to try to do that. But this is how you get out of that. meditating, prayer, this. And if you start doing it before the shit happened, and shit, you could just jump a level. Because that was the way I felt when even I started, when I glitched and I went through the system, it was like, or jumped out of the matrix, when the rose-colored glasses came off, it was like I was jumping leaps and bounds. And I didn't understand how that was happening, because I'm like, how do I know this? It was like me being unlocked and not realizing I had graduated college when I was thinking I was on the infancy stage, but literally, no. You already learned this. You done been here this many times. Because I was trying to figure out, like, how the fuck do I know that? How do I know that? Sacred knowledge. It's things that your DNA already holds. And so anyway, the reason why I stopped was doom and gloom. So if that's the case, and the place is called the gloom, then that statement, that thing, because doom and gloom sounds like everything's horrible. The doom part is horrible, but the gloom is heaven. Why are they trying to make you seem like you should avoid heaven? That don't sound right. And again, I got to go look this up, because that literally triggered that. Like, is that where that statement came from? Because if you go to the gloom or to the abyss, you got to, like, the choice is there. And something about, because he was talking about how demons are made, like how after you live a human life, he was saying that in order for you to become like, once you go through to the abyss turns you feral, and that's where either you go, maybe to hell, or that's where your spirit turns into a demon. So again, some more shit, a rabbit hole that I got led to, that then I gotta go down and pray for my safe travels. Because apparently I'm on my way down into a different, because who the fuck wants to know how demons are made? I just think that you are just a bad person on earth, but no, apparently there's a process. And the process starts with you being a bad person on earth. It ends in a different, and I'm wondering if by the time I start traveling down this pathway, is there something that I already know? Because again, and I done told y'all in videos way back when I first started, I was married to, I get a tie to. That's just my charge in life. I get tied to certain entities and things, and they love me. I mean, they love me because I show love, and I help them do stuff that I'm allowed to help them do stuff with. So I'm not going to explain it to y'all, because if you want to know what my dirty little secret is, then y'all go look it up, because it's on my channel and I don't hide nothing. But this is not the time. Okay. So a little snot, apparently. Get that out. Okay, so this energy right here, Knight of Swords, very ambitious, very action-oriented, very driven to succeed, very fast thinking, somebody that's defending their beliefs. So we have Capricorn and Aquarius energy here, air and air. A Capricorn is not an air sign, so why is that saying that? Capricorn is an earth sign. Okay, either way. Air and earth energy. So I'm going to set this here. I'm going to read this. And then this is like a conversation. So I'm going to stop talking y'all head off, because clearly we need to get into it. And somebody else want to talk. They said it's their turn. Okay, so we already went through the High Priestess, okay? Intuition, sacred knowledge, subconscious mind, divine feminine, making sure you trust in yourself, being sensitive to entities and energies around you, very pure, and having high morals. The Hermit, earth sign Virgo. Also, this card, every time I see it, and I'm sorry I have to keep saying it, but that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a monk standing on a cloud with a lantern, shedding light on a situation, okay? So that's what it always makes me feel like, and so it's basically saying a revelation about to come, something being revealed. Soul searching, so something could be being revealed within yourself, you learning something about yourself or learning something about people around you. So withdrawing, loneliness, being left to your own devices. This is a person that may want to be alone and solitude. They know that the only way to process what's happening in their life is to withdraw from the noise of the world and create a quiet space of solitude. That's what I told y'all earlier when I said I like being by myself, because when God opens doors or when God shows you stuff, because even like when I said, I don't know why I noticed that those that I gave the right meaning, but I gave the wrong name. Somebody wants to change your name. Paying attention, because I wouldn't have saw that if I didn't go back and, see that, and I had to process it. And apparently it was important because it ended up coming out in my dream state. Somebody wants to change your name. When the Hermit comes up in your reading, the answers you need will come from within. So making sure you're paying attention. Be very still and very quiet. Listen. Question everything with only your own heart, mind, and soul. Keep what rings true and discard everything else. Okay? So introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth-seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, and your conscious mind. So up until now, we have something that was very stagnant, energy trying to hold you back, something very innocent and making you think about, childhood memories. We have something that is of sacred knowledge and also divinity on the table, trusting your intuition, having discernment, abundance, bloom, nurturing, accomplishing something, so getting stuff done, and now shedding light on a situation. So we got an energy that's coming in very quickly. The Knight of Swords. Somebody that's focused on a truth, very driven, action-oriented, on a mission. A person that wants you to know something. Somebody being assertive at getting what they want, and maybe the thing that they want is you. Collective. Okay, so we have an Emperor here. So we have the Emperor and the Empress. So the Empress already is sitting pretty, doing her thing. Apparently the Empress knows some shit that she ain't telling nobody, okay? All right, so we have the Four of Cups. We have the Emperor. We have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, let me move this up so y'all can see this, okay? So I'm going to move all of this up because the way this is going, y'all can't see that. All right, there we go. Okay, so we also have the Sun, a yes card. So whatever you were asking, it's a yes, Emperor. Whatever you asking, it's a yes. We have Strength. We have a lot of stuff, okay? We got, all right, let me move these over. How many cards we got? We shall see. Okay, Strength. We have the Eight of Wands. We have Temperance. We have the Lover's card. We have the Three of Swords. All right, so I'm going to move two of these cards up here. Those two. And I'm going to slide these down. Okay. So apparently an Emperor wants to have a conversation with you. So conversations with an Emperor be like Four of Cups, Emperor, Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the Magician, Strength, the Eight of Wands, Temperance, the World, Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. 3 and 3, a synchronicity. 4 and 4, a synchronicity. Okay, so conversations with an Emperor be like, I don't like what's being offered on the table. Okay? I feel stuck. I'm very bored. I'm very discontent. I'm not happy. I feel let down by all you bitches because I'm sick of y'all and I'm dissatisfied with what y'all offering because none of y'all got nothing but ass and I'm tired of that. So I got to figure out what I need to do to get out of this. All right? So now I'm in meditation, contemplation, trying to figure out why it is that all y'all hoes keep coming up here with the same shit. Now I gotta reevaluate why it is that I'm unhappy. All right? Work with me. Walk with me now. Okay. So I need to respect myself as the true emperor and the leader that I am. Learn that I need some stability and some structure in my life. There's rules to this shit. I'm a very powerful ass nigga, an authority figure, a father figure. I'm protective over women and children, and I need to learn to control myself and be very disciplined, focused, and be very practical about dealing with y'all hookers out here in these streets. God, please help me deal with my situation. So I'm manifesting right now a divine opportunity. A new career, a new financial opportunity, a new venture, some prosperity in my life, more abundance, divine gifts of abundance in all areas of my life, God. Can you hear me? I need some material security and some manifestation. I will do right with my talents and my gifts. I know I used them wrong previously, but I'm going to set a new goal to do the right thing. Okay? I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm very positive that I can get this thing done. And you will be happy with my change. Sun card, okay? Pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, warmth, joy, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. So I'm out in these streets manifesting, God. Can you hear me? I'm being strong, standing in my power, trying to be a true emperor, being very action-oriented, using my skills the way I should use them. I'm being very clear on the fact that I was a fucked up ass person back then when I was dealing with all this mess over here. And I'm very confident that I can get the job done that you asked me to get done. Okay, God? So I'm being very courageous, very passionate, very persuasive and influential on my platform, whatever that is. I'm having inner strength and I'm being very focused and compassionate at getting it done. All right? Can you hear me, God? I'm being very patient. I'm doing things in moderation because I know that you said I can do anything in moderation. Everything is yours, but yet nothing is yours. We could do all things, okay, under God's rule. But we can't do all things under God's rule. So I'm being very patient and I'm learning what it is that I need to do. I'm being very sensible, very practical, and I'm finding my purpose. I'm finding meaning in my life. Thank you, God, for my level up, for the completion. I'm having an attitude of gratitude right here with the World card. A completion of a task. I got stuff done in a timely fashion, like you told me to, God. I found wholeness within myself. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and blessed. I found structure and guidance within myself. I'm celebrating my life for what it was. I'm thankful for everything that I have gone through and everything that I have been through. The lesson was the blessing and the blessing was the lesson. The heartbreaks, the betrayals, the grief, the suffering, the emotional pain, the sorrow, the divorce, the hurt, the loss, the depression, the misunderstandings, the fights with the family, people stirring up trouble. Everything, all of that was for me to learn who I am, what I am, how I need to proceed into the next level, and who needs to be around me and who doesn't need to be around me. So I'm thankful for that lesson. Thank you, God, for the new team that you are sending me, the new collaborations, the new blessings, the new, the new results, the achieving big results, and admiring my hard work. So being thankful because now I'm implementing everything that I have learned back here that was designed to destroy me. I'm now implementing those processes in my new life. And I'm here right now, 7 of Cups, wishful thinking, praying for new opportunities, new choices, more structure, more discernment, more, and being allowed to implement my purpose, God. 8 of Wands, God, thank you for the blessings past, present, and future. Thank you for the speed, the rapid movement, the swift change. Thank you for everything that has manifested quickly into my life. Thank you for me being able to be fast on my feet and make quick decisions. Thank you for me being allowed to move through realms in the 3D with purpose and guidance and structure. So we got an Emperor that has healed. Good for you. Okay. So did y'all get it? That's what the conversation with the Emperor be like. Okay, so I'm going to sit his ass on top because apparently he had to get his say-so in. He had to add his damn 2 cents. So we got an Emperor here. We got an Empress right there. Okay. All right. Is there anything else we need to know? Let's see. Okay, who's this conversation about to be with? All right, we got Hangman energy, a pause, a surrender, letting go, a new perspective, being enlightened, viewing things differently than before, deep insight, a sacrifice, a change. So somebody's about to see things your way. So okay, so maybe the Emperor's still trying to see things in a, so I don't know who this is, but either way, it looks like somebody was 8 of Swords energy, having negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment mentality, victim mentality, and entrapment. Feeling like your hands are tied, feeling powerless, feeling negative, blame, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victory mentality, overthinking, and creative negative patterns. We got a person, rest, retreat, 4 of Swords energy. Re-energizing your energy, maintaining, contemplation, recuperation, a need for seclusion or to process your emotions, renewal and solitude, heavy on the people. Okay, so we got, let me see, finish this. 9 of Wands energy, not liking where you are, realizing that you don't like where you are, wanting to give up, changing your mind, recovering from past hurts, creating your own destiny. Okay. So courage, persistence, test of faith, resilience, boundaries, creating boundaries now. Your last stand, gearing up for worst pessimism, and weary. We also have 10 of Wands energy here. So somebody getting to their life purpose. Feeling burdened. Oh, so we got, look at this shit. Okay, 9 and 10. There was an 8 there, but there's a 4 in between, so no. But 9 and 10, synchronicity. 10 of Wands energy, commitment and dedication, feeling weighed down, exhausted, too many responsibilities, feeling overwhelmed, too many burdens, too many big projects. Keep pushing, you're almost there. You need a fresh perspective. Don't give up. Endless rewards when you are done, okay? Having extra responsibilities, and that's also completion of a task. So again, somebody going through some healing, seeing things in a different perspective. Yeah, somebody's learning something. Okay, let's see. What else we got? Let's see what else we got on this table, because it's a lot of communication happening here. Okay. Queen of Swords and a Five of Wands. So we got a Queen of Swords. I don't know why I'm hearing, you gotta fight for your right to party. Hey, don't judge me. That's just what I heard. So, listen. Queen of Swords energy. Somebody that tells us, I hear like a ringing. Okay, Queen of Swords, somebody that tells it like it is. Somebody has the ability to make plans and devise strategies to complex problems in an unemotional, detached, unbiased, non-judgmental way. Somebody that creates clear boundaries and can see misdirection in lives very easy. They combine mental clarity and intellectual power. This person gives great advice. So clear, direct communication, clear-minded, and very perceptive. Okay, and then we got a fight going on. Five of Wands energy. Competition, struggles, challenges, disagreements, too many opinions, tension, disorder, strife, disagreements, rivalry, some type of conflict happening with the Queen of Swords energy. So we got 3 people here. The Emperor and the Empress, and then a Queen of Swords energy here. And then we have the Lovers. So the Lovers is love, relationship choices, relationship connections, networking. The Lovers card represents the close relationships in your life, a romantic situation. It also represents hard choices. The Lovers card comes up when you're at a crossroads and must consider all the possible consequences of your choices, heart and soul desires, and new beginnings. So love, harmony, relationships, unions, partnerships, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, a deep love, a choice, the strength of 2 together. The Lovers card is also about wholeness with yourself, becoming, gaining knowledge of self, yin and yang, dealing with your masculine and feminine sides. So we got an Empress, an Emperor, a Queen of Swords out here in a fight. So who is she fighting with? And then we got the Lovers card out here. Okay, we got somebody at this is Six of Swords energy, Aquarius energy. All right, the 2 cards that flew out are the Ten of Pentacles and the Devil. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Oh God. Okay, so the Devil card, being tied to a situation. Dealing with your shadow self, attachments, addictions, restrictions, sexuality, temptation, seduction, destructive behavior, materialism, codependent, and toxicity. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Apprentice card. Not the Apprentice card. And okay, so maybe somebody working under somebody, because I don't know why. The great leader, natural head for business, enjoying a good life, material abundance, financial security, investments, and retirement, wealth, family, long-term success, and contribution. Okay, so somebody was tied to that, because I clearly said the Apprentice. Somebody working under somebody, or somebody tied to somebody. But with the Devil card, you're not actually really tied to the situation. It just looks like you're tied to that situation. So codependency is a thing. So, okay, let's get, because somebody's walking away. So apparently an emperor is walking away from a codependent energy. There's a transition or a change. Maybe this person was working under them, or there was a work relationship. Okay, let's just keep on going. I don't know how long this reading is already, but this is out of control. There's a lot happening here. A lot of revelations. Okay. So we have a Queen of Wands energy at the bottom. So something about an illusion, Ace of Swords, mental clarity, new breakthroughs, new ideas, success, a sharp mind, new conflicts. And then we have the Moon. So Ace of Swords and the Moon, illusion, mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, anxiety, your subconscious mind. Let's see what we could do with that. So somebody was trying to create an illusion. That's like giving me spell energy. So Ace of Swords, mental energy, new ideas, clarity, new plans, new projects, breakthroughs, clear thinking, the ability to step back and see things without being emotional. A bright idea coming out of nowhere. And then we got Pisces energy, the Moon. Somebody trying to hide something. Okay. And I don't know why I'm getting the Mother, because that energy is a Queen of Wands energy. That's like a mothering type of energy. So somebody's mom. And dreams, intuition, fear, subconscious mind, premonitions. Why is that giving me a spiritual vibe? So like a female energy. So it could not be your mom. It could be just a spiritual energy. Something in heaven. Manifestation. Financial opportunities, skill development, ambition. Somebody's tied to somebody because of some money. Or somebody's trying to tie themselves to somebody to some money. That's where codependency came from. But again, we shedding light on a situation. Page of Pentacles, manifestation of financial opportunity, skill development, ambition, desire, and diligence. The Apprentice card. Okay, so I set it over here, but then it comes out. See what I'm saying? The energy is just always there. So the Apprentice card, possibilities, commitments to learning something that will make money for you in the future. So that's learning a new skill. So somebody's about to learn a new skill, but literally the shit is tied to the devil. Or it's tied to your shadow self. So, okay, but somebody's trying to show you something. The thing that you're going to do is tied to your shadow self. So having to learn how to have balance in a situation. Or that person, the emperor, whatever he was doing was tied to his shadow self. And there's somebody trying to keep him stuck and tied there. Okay, so then we got the Three of Wands. Preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expansion, and overseas opportunity. So something foreign. That could also be the internet, because the internet connects you with. Okay, so that's a Six of Wands, a Six of Pentacles energy at the bottom of the deck. So that energy company with that is give and take, receiving, and that's also sharing wealth, generosity, charity. Okay, so something that you're going to do could be online or it could be overseas. But also, we got an emperor that whatever he made money from was tied to his shadow self, which is fine, because if you know it, because again, happy, healthy, wealthy, and blessed. Because I deal in my shadow sometimes, because sometimes y'all need that, and if somebody got get slapped in the face, that's the part that's going to come see you about something. So it's totally in alignment and, you know, doing what it need to do. So as long as it's under control and checked, that could be fine. But yeah, we got a Queen of Swords in a battle, trying to be in somebody else's business, because this person either left or is leaving. So we got divine guidance out here, but there's a shield over somebody. Somebody has a shield over them. So I'm getting maybe somebody was scrying, some type of spiritualist or something, or these people are into dark magic, or either way, God put a shield over them so they can't see. Okay, so 8 of Cups, walking away from a situation, wanting something or someone different or better, beginning a new journey, taking a different path, the Traveler's card. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And somehow when he died, all he left me was, I don't know what the last part say, so I don't know, look it up. But somebody being a rolling stone, traveling, and I keep hearing doing too much. So somebody was doing too much, and that might be where the conversation with the Emperor came out. I was doing this, and this. Emperor was out here doing way too much, but they learned. So now they're on a different pathway and a different journey in a different direction, and somebody is trying to keep this person stuck. Meanwhile, God saw it and is covering this person, keeping some type of protection over this person. And I'm getting some real hoe energy. Like, this Queen of Swords must have been out here being a hoe. Because literally, the vibe that I'm getting ain't wholesome. Okay? So, energy, we have Knight of Pentacles. And, yeah, whatever this is, it's like, so we have a Knight of Pentacles, and then we have a 9 of Pentacles. Money is important here. Knight of Pentacles, diligent, hardworking, cautious, negotiating the best outcome and financial future for your situations, being very strategic, nurturing opportunities very slowly. Okay, and then we have the 9 of Pentacles, fruits of your labor. Bringing things into fruition, fulfillment, wealth, and abundance. Energy, enjoying what you have, achieving your goals. Somebody is on their pathway for purpose, and somebody is trying to stop them. Somebody else is trying to stop them, but this person is very important. So I don't know why you think you can stop something. What be wrong with y'all people? That's literally the vibe that I'm getting, but being tied to a situation. So maybe this person had kids with this person, or maybe they was married to this person at one point in time. And they probably know that this bitch doing what she doing behind the scenes, creating havoc and chaos. But this person is on, Emperor. We got King of Cups energy at the bottom. Aquarius and Pisces energy. Emotionally balanced, very compassionate, very diplomatic, very much in control, a supportive leader, very tolerant, and very empathetic. But then we have 2 of Cups right here. So you got the Lover's card and 2 of Cups. So definitely a connection, a soul connection, a bond, a unified love energy. Partnerships, soulmates, mutual attraction, friendships, meant to be, soul bonds, people that are meant to be together to create something or just to support each other. This person helps you become a better person. This is done. This person is going through healing. They done been stabbed in the back, but then they still have somebody. There's a bitch that is energy, so it could be niggas be bitches too, okay? Some type of energy that is trying to get, like, in the mix, trying to stop everything. But this person is under heavy karma, because I can feel it. And bitch, your energy is just nasty. I can feel that too. Very malicious and cold type. So although they coming out as a Queen of Swords upright, it don't feel like they on the upright, because they behind the scenes. So that's an illusion they're creating, trying to make it people think that, oh, I'm being this, but technically behind the scenes, this person is messy, and they trying to hinder the connection of this emperor and this empress. Because, and just so we're clear, this is totally a love situation that's happening, because it's a divine connection, but a divine friendship, a divine, like there's so much more to here than just sex. Because I don't even think these people are like sexual at this point. I don't know what that is, but it's just basically giving me the feeling like there's a friendship happening or building. Lots of learning, lots of healing, lots of teaching going on from divine, from these two or with these two. But, and it's also like people don't even know what the connection is. They're just assuming. People are assuming what the connection is, and don't even know that these people are connected to a higher calling for God, like a, it's not for y'all to know, actually. Either way, it's something that they have to do for God. And people standing in the way don't realize, oh my God, okay. We just gonna go with this. So yeah, some people need to mind their business, because somebody's gonna end up in a major shit storm, and it's already been spiritual warfare and all types of other stuff behind people trying to interfere in the connection. So people under heavy karma for trying to interrupt something that they don't even know what it is. All they know is we should not. But maybe that's y'all job on earth here, y'all. I mean, because everybody has a job, and some people are meant to be cock blockers and haters. So y'all are doing y'all job very, very well. Go with God. Thanks for coming.